What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So today, as you guys can tell by the title, there's something that I do want to talk about. Obviously, that's why I am sitting here filming a video. But it's something that has just kind of been on my mind. So this is less going to be me, explaining something very in-depth. It's more something that's kind of in my mind that I want to put into a video form because honestly, it kind of helps me work through some things. So let's get into the topic. So I want to talk about what I think, especially looking back, was the worst habit that I ended up developing when I was trying to lose weight. And the reason I think it's the worst habit was because it really was coming from a place of trying to be good and be right and do what I thought was the right thing from everything I had learned from whatever you want to call it, the diet industry, the weight loss industry, up until I had started losing weight. And, that kind of habit that I started developing was the thought of, if I can do something for one day, I should be able to continue doing that thing for as many days as I want. So I understand that that's kind of a vague concept. So the way that this kind of materialized for me was with dieting, right? So when I was losing a lot of my weight, I ended up really cutting calories really, really low. And I would tell myself, well, if you can eat this low of calories and, honestly, let's just kind of go through a day of eating that I had when I was really struggling. And this is when I kind of started struggling with binge eating. A normal day of eating for me would be in the morning, I would have a packet of oatmeal, just dry, not dry, but like nothing in it. It was just a regular plain packet of oatmeal, 100 calories. That would be my breakfast. And then this is when I was working two jobs. So I was working at Vons, which is a grocery store, and I was working at the Van Shoe store. So I would go to work at Vons, and I would have lunch eventually. And for lunch, I would have a little pre-made salad thing that they sold there, which was like about 300 calories, and I would have an apple. And then that would be lunch, and then I wouldn't eat anything until dinner, and dinner would be either maybe another like salad that I would make at home, or this is when I was actually living at home with my mother, so she would maybe make dinner and I would have a little bit of whatever she made. Maybe throughout the day I would have like another apple or some sort of fruit, and like that's what I would eat for the whole day. That's all I was eating. And now I've kind of tracked that, and that was anywhere from 700 to maybe 1,000 calories. And again, this wasn't me trying to be overly restrictive. This was me thinking that this is what I need to do to lose weight. And I would do this. I would be able to eat that amount of food for, maybe 3 to 4 days. And like clockwork, I would end up binging. Now, at the time, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what binging was. So for me, I just felt like I wasn't being disciplined. I felt like I wasn't working hard enough, because I truly had that mindset of, if I can do it for one day, why can't I continue doing this? And it was just, I wasn't eating enough calories. So my body eventually, after a few days, was like, dude, we need to eat more food. And that's when the binge would start. I think everyone kind of classifies binging a different way. For me, the reason that I truly do think I was binging is I really would lose control, and it would get to a point where I really felt like out of control. It felt like I was no longer in my body, and I would see my body go into the kitchen and eat all of these different kinds of foods, eat all this stuff that I normally would never eat. And like I would eat stuff that I don't even really like, that would be like kind of boring. Like I remember one of my worst binges, I went into the kitchen and I grabbed a new box of just regular Chex cereal. No sweetener, nothing, right? Just regular Chex. And I ate the whole box completely dry. I just kept eating it. I just went into my room, put my hand in the box, and ate it until it was completely gone. And now that's not something that doesn't sound appetizing to me. Maybe a little bit, but not a whole box of Chex. And so that's when I really was like starting to notice there was definitely something going on. There was definitely an issue that I was having that I didn't understand. So being able to get through that, I really think that that's why I am such a proponent of trying to find a sustainable way to lose weight, because there are so many diets out there that are very restrictive that you can do for, it might be longer than 3 or 4 days, but you end up hitting a point where you're like, I can't do this anymore. This is not something that I enjoy. This is not something that I can see myself doing forever. And you end up falling off, and then you end up gaining the weight back. And I hate that. Like, I hate seeing people so excited, because like I understand how exciting it is when you lose weight, especially if you've been trying your whole life and you finally lose 60 pounds or whatever it might be, and you're so excited, but in the back of your head, this is not something I can do forever. That's such a horrible feeling. It's like this scratching in the back of your head, like, hey, good job on the weight loss, but I'm coming back, you know? And that's not what I want people to feel like. And I think that there's a lot of people that are dieting that think that that's just how you have to feel when you diet. It's always a fight to keep your weight off. And I truly don't think anymore it's a fight for me. I enjoy my life. I enjoy how I eat. I eat good. I eat enough. I work out. I enjoy fitness. And I want people to get there. That's what I want. And it is so easy to take things away from your diet, to restrict yourself so much to where you lose all this weight. And it's this weird dichotomy, because when you lose weight, a lot of people are super excited for you, but they don't know that maybe you're doing something that is completely unhealthy. And you end up being congratulated on this unhealthy behavior that you're having. And being in this space for as long as I have now, I have started to notice, and I can see when someone is doing, and it's without them even saying anything to me, but I don't know what it is. It's just this aura that people give off. And I know that sounds very like mystical, but I don't know how to explain it. It's this aura that people give off. I can see when someone is losing weight in a not healthy way, in a not sustainable way. And I can tell when they're like, I am just hanging on by a thread and I don't see this lasting for a long time. I can see that. And that is horrible. And that's not what I want for people ever. So as I'm explaining this, this is why I do have so much empathy for the people at Health at Every Size, because a lot of what I'm saying is what they say as well. Now, where we do disagree is they think that's it. There is no way. There is no way to lose weight in a healthy way. There is no way to lose weight and keep it off and be happy with your life. The only way that that's happening is that you hate yourself. That's where I disagree, because I am that person that has lost weight. I've kept it off for over 6 years, and I love my life. I love eating. I go out to eat. I go out to eat with friends. I don't feel like I'm always restricting myself, and I really don't think I'm special. I really don't think that there's anything about me that makes it so it's possible for me that makes it impossible for other people. And so that's why, you know, there are things that I agree with him with the Health at Every Size, but there are things that I disagree and the stuff that I disagree with is at such a point where I cannot ever align myself with them, because some of the tactics that they've used have been so over the top that I could never attach myself to that movement. But at the same time, I'm not sitting here trying to be someone that all I'm about is being a detractor of that, because I do see value in a lot of the stuff that they are doing. I do see value in a lot of stuff that I am doing. I do see value in a lot of the stuff the detractors are doing. I just think that there's this pendulum that it's either Health at Every Size or you have to be super fit. And I'm like the guy that's in the middle, like being like, hey man, like you can lose weight, but you don't have to turn into a fitness model. You can just lose weight for your health, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. And sometimes I honestly feel like I'm in this no man's land, and it's kind of difficult, if I'm being honest. Like it's difficult to feel like I am the only rational person sometimes. Like and then you end up getting attacked from both sides. Like I've been attacked from, obviously you guys have seen the Health at Every Size, but I've also been attacked for not being aggressive enough or not being crazy enough from the other side of the spectrum. And like for me, I'm just sitting here in the middle like, man, why can't we just all get along and find a way that works for everybody? I understand that I have completely rambled and this is the weirdest video ever, but I really just wanted to share this stuff. And I think, so like, you know, to bring it back to the start of the video, I really think a lot of this stuff stems from people going on these diets that are not sustainable, that are way too much, and they end up falling off. And eventually, it seems like, from what I've seen with the Health at Every Size people, it's these people that have tried to lose weight many, many, many times. And every time they do it, honestly, in my opinion, in the wrong way, trying too much too soon. And they end up falling off of that diet, whether they lost 10 pounds or 50 pounds, right? They end up gaining it back. So then they truly believe there is no way to lose weight and keep it off. So now their mantle, you know, the molehill they're going to die on is saying that weight loss is impossible and we need to stop people from trying to lose weight. And I empathize with that place because I was there for a while. Like I tried to lose weight a lot of times before I lost my weight. And I really felt like I would say, oh, I don't have a metabolism. Like I would joke around about it, but I really felt like there was just something wrong with me that made it so I couldn't lose weight. And in reality, I just didn't know what I was doing, and I was doing the wrong things. I was trying too hard, and I know it sounds silly, but I was trying too hard too fast. When in reality, when you're as big as I was, you don't need to do that much to see some results. And that's exactly what happened at the start of my weight loss. Now, again, like I said in the video, it ended up getting a little messed up, and I ended up over restricting and dealing with binge eating. But again, like, is that something that I am ashamed of? No, because it has taught me a lot, and I really do understand when people are going through that. I'm like, yo, I was there, and I struggled with it as well. And so you're not like weird because you're struggling with this. So I really do feel very lucky to have been in all of the positions that I've been in, because it's all brought me to where I am now, and it's brought the channel to where it is now. And I'm really proud of the community that we have. I'm really proud of the people that follow. I love getting the messages from you guys. And I guess, you know, this video is more than anything I just want to express my gratitude to you guys and say that I just am so thankful for every single one of you. I'm so thankful for the community that we have, and I really do enjoy where the channel has gone, you know, in the past year. So hopefully this video wasn't too boring for you guys to watch. I guess I just kind of needed to get this stuff off of my chest and share this with you guys, because it's been stuff that's been on my mind that I've tried to explain in Instagram, you know, like little Q&A stuff, and I really feel like it's worth a video to put out what's going on in my head, so you guys can at least maybe understand a little bit more. But I do want to say, seriously, I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I'm very, very thankful for you guys. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There was one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, look how buff I am. Ugh.